Hi, I'm Chef Julie, and today we're gonna make my super decadent peppermint brownies. They're perfect for the holidays to make for your own party or to bring to a friend's house. I love this brownie recipe. It's kind of my go-to, really easy to put together, and then adding a really pretty peppermint garnish just makes them extra special for the holidays. This recipe is made with store-brand ingredients from Kroger. Kroger is the largest supermarket chain in the United States with nearly 2,800 locations throughout the Midwest and the South. Here are the ingredients you'll need for this recipe. To get started, we'll preheat our oven to 350 degrees and then coat a 9x13 baking pan with some cooking spray. So our next step, we're gonna melt the chocolate with 2 sticks of butter. You just wanna cut the butter up a little bit first and add it to a bowl set over a pot of simmering water. Then add 8 ounces of chocolate chips. You can use a bowl just like this, glass or metal, over a pot of water if you don't have a double boiler at home. It's a really easy way to melt chocolate. So once your chocolate is completely melted and smooth, we're gonna remove it from the heat and just let it cool a little bit before we add the other ingredients. Now we'll put the rest of our ingredients together for the batter. We have 4 eggs. Whisk them together a little bit. Next, a cup of sugar and a cup of brown sugar. We'll whisk those together with the eggs. And a half a teaspoon of table salt. After the salt, you're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a half a teaspoon of peppermint extract. And once you have your batter combined, the sugar is all incorporated with the eggs, we're gonna stir in the cooled melted chocolate that we prepared earlier. Once that's all combined, now we're gonna fold in just 1 cup of flour. Now the important thing when you're adding flour to any batter is to not over mix because you don't want it to get stiff and dry. So we're just gonna lightly fold the flour in to combine. There we go. Now we're gonna put our batter into our prepared pan, like so. Now we bake it for about 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. You wanna make sure to not over bake these so they stay really rich and moist. So now let's test our brownies. Because ovens can vary, it's a good idea to test your brownies maybe at 25 minutes, just in case they're all ready to go. And again, you just put a toothpick in the center, insert it, and as long as it comes out clean, your brownies are done. We're gonna let them cool completely before we finish decorating them. While your brownies are cooling, we'll get the decorations and garnishes ready. First, we're gonna put some peppermint candies in a resealable zippered bag. You're gonna need a half a cup of crushed candy when we're done. So start with a little bit more than that to make sure you have enough. And by the way, this is something that's really fun to get your kids involved in doing. There we go. You want a good mix of different sizes of pieces of candy too, so you get a little delicious crunch on top of your brownie. So now let's decorate our brownies. I've got 2/3 of a cup of white chocolate chips that I melted. You can either melt it over simmering water like I did earlier, or if it's a small amount of chocolate like this, you can just do it in the microwave too for about 30 to 45 seconds. We're just gonna take it and drizzle it in a pretty pattern, or not. As you can imagine, this activity is also really fun to get your kids involved with. And don't worry, if you have any spots with a lot of white chocolate, you can just use your spoon to drag them a little bit like this. Then we're gonna just sprinkle the top with crushed peppermint candies, this. It's great to have a mix of like pieces of peppermint candy for crunch and chew and extra flavor, but then the powdered sugary parts add a ton of great flavor and like a really pretty festive color on the top as well. Once you're done, you need to let the white chocolate set for a little bit so it hardens so you can cut the brownies up. It'll harden up pretty quickly at room temperature, just sitting on your counter on the kitchen table. And that's it. Look how beautiful these are. They're perfect to bring to a party or make for your party, and I guarantee they're gonna be a hit with kids of all ages this holiday. This recipe makes 24 brownies and costs $6.55, or 27 cents per brownie.